Time for match number 2 of the round of 8 of the Olimoleague 174. Spawning on Triton in the top left-hand side. I do not know this man, but I know him now. It is IntoTheZoun. Or maybe I'll just call him Zoon. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just his account name. And in the bottom right-hand side, in the blue, in the correct color, it is Cyan. Sweet. PvP. I've not casted a PvP yet, I don't think, in Olimoleague. So I'm pretty excited for this. Unless it's a huge cannon rush fest, which I wouldn't know. But both players opening up with that gateway at the front here. Now, it's always really kind of tricky in terms of cannon rushes, is that sometimes the cannon, if you don't place your pylon correctly, a cannon here can actually hit your pylon, and that hurts a lot. It hurts a lot, so you just got to be careful not to put it too close to the edge there, but I'm not sure if you can place a cannon close enough to actually hit that pylon right there. And both players going for the double gases as well. So yeah, Zoon, I have not heard of him before. It's the first time I actually cast him. In fact, it's the first time I actually seen his name anywhere anyway. So I'm curious to see how he plays. Cyan, though, quite familiar with Cyan. He is a Chinese Protoss player. And to be honest, like I still remember when Artosis casted Cyan for the first time. He was actually very excited because he was actually really surprised at how good Cyan was for the opponent he was playing, which I don't actually remember at the time. Cheeky pylon is Zoon right here. Is it going to be Stargate? I imagine so, though, given the positioning. It is quite far. However, not that far by air at this point. But the thing is, will he see the second pylon? And then Cyan's like, wait a minute, where is your second pylon? He's not quite sure. Zoon, are you being cheeky again? Looks like he will. Boom, Stargate out of Zoon right there. And he's going to rally that directly to Cyan's main base. He's already on lookout for it, though. This probe is going to spot this other probe here. It's going to be like, okay, it's somewhere in this area. So he's going to scout pretty much all the way around. It's going to scout at the right places, though. Looks like, yeah, he is going to be scouting towards that top here. And he's barely going to make it onto the Stargate at the very, very end. All right. Stealing those minerals right there. As he comes back, he's like, this, and this is going to have a huge impact at the end of the game. I'm just going to grab that mineral node right there real quick. And he does scout the Stargate right there. Can he do anything about it? He does have an Oracle on the way. And Cyan responds with his own Stargate. All he has to do is make 2 Stalkers, 1 shield battery as well. A shield battery is huge because as soon as you make 1 shield battery, all of a sudden Zoon needs to wait for 2 of them, for 2 oracles. But oh ho ho, look at that! Zoon is actually going in here with the adepts, but it is being blocked by that probes. Very well played by Cyan. That oracle going towards the side, and he's only going to get 1 oracle out. He's going to try and defend this in a way with the adepts. And Cyan actually places his own pylon in Zoon's next to Zoon's Stargate. I'm not sure that's how it works, but it's not. Yeah, I don't think he can steal the building. Although that would be really, really awesome, wouldn't it? Oh man, you wish. Wouldn't that be so cool if you could just steal the Stargate from there? And these adepts actually take care of those stalkers. So that's 3 adepts for, I think, 2 stalkers, basically. And now the Oracle's going to come in. However, Phoenix is waiting for it, as well as the shield battery, so nothing's going to be done there. And the Zoon actually is going to be the first one placing down that expansion, despite being the one who is very aggressive in this match. He's going to reveal the Phoenix, and that's all he can really do at this point. So he wants to know what he wants to do with that Phoenix. Ooh, these adepts, though, are going to try to go into the main base. Do they have enough DPS to actually bust down? No, they get a probe, but I don't think they have enough to actually bust down that shield battery right there. And a nice defense once again by Cyan. However, the Phoenix are going to take care of these adepts in the middle of the map. And yeah, Zoon's going to try and get a couple probes if he can. That's pretty much all he can do. Proxy Pylon is already placed down by Cyan. He wants to counterattack with the Phoenix and the Stalkers as well. He knows he is a little, that Zoon is a little bit vulnerable here. Losing another adept. This is really massive. Because now look at the army count. Zoon has 8 army supply to the 16 of Cyan. Now, I don't know if you can do math, but that's pretty much double at this point. That's 4 Stalkers, a lot of shield batteries, but I mean, this natural base is pretty much forfeit at this point. Is he going to cancel? Yeah, he cancels. He has no choice, really, at this point. And I mean, Cyan has his own expansion on the way, and I mean, he's just getting farther and farther ahead from here. He tries to make more shield batteries. He doesn't know how committed Cyan is right now. He doesn't actually know if there's an expansion or not. So if this is a 4-gate, he needs to more defense. And even if it's not, he can't risk it because it is like win or lose scenario right there. He does cancel that other shield battery though. And he's okay. I thought that was a Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine would be kind of cool here though. Not gonna lie, but he is going for Blink, and he's gonna go for a Blink counterattack, I think. Phoenixes are gonna be scouting that into the main base, but it can't actually tell if it's gonna be Blink or not until he actually sees physically the Blink happening. Cyan, though, trying to get a few probes here. Look at it is 5 hits to kill a probe, I believe. Takes care of that right there. Zuna's going to try and go for a Blink Stalker attack, but I mean, oh, the shield battery is actually not quite done, and the force fields won't have an impact really here at all. And the Blink is going to be really good. Nice micro by Zun. He does lose a Stalker. He loses a second Stalker, and now the micro is starting to show by Cyan. He starts to focus down the ones that are very weak in the back directly. He actually already has an Immortal too, so he's even ahead on the tech as well. He doesn't have a Twilight yet. Not quite yet, but he does have Immortals on the way, and Zun didn't even start his Robo yet. This is a little bit of a standstill right now. He's going to try and poke as much as he can, but with that shield battery now, he can't even do anything. He can't even poke, because poking really just puts himself in danger, and I mean, the shield battery here just takes some energy. Now, where is Zun going to go from here? There's not many choices he can actually do. He has Blink, but that's pretty much the extent of it. He doesn't have a Robo, he doesn't have Charge, he doesn't have a he doesn't have like beyond Twilight things like DTs or High Templar at that point. So Charge on the way for Zun and Blink on the way for Cyan. He doesn't want to answer with that as well. And he's just posturing in the middle of the map, just trying to keep as much map control as he can, which is very much understandable, as he is in a much worse position tech-wise as well as economic-wise. So the least he can do is take control of the middle of the map and just making sure he knows what Cyan is doing to prepare as soon as possible. 2 Immortals already here for Cyan. And he's actually going for he's going for a War Prism. This is definitely going to be timing. And finally, the Templar Archives is here for Zun, but he's so far behind in terms of tech and where he wants to go. Like, I'm not sure if this is actually even going to finish on time by the time the War Prism comes out. And, okay. I thought that was like 2 hallucinations versus 1 hallucination. That would have been very, very strange. But I mean, he is pushing out. I think Cyan is pushing out now with that 3rd Immortal. I believe he has a War Prism on the way as well. Okay, so that's there. That Phoenix is there. And I thought it was a War Prism. Ah, there it is. Found the War Prism, boys. And he's going to be pushing across the map. Now he sees it. He sees the Stalkers with that Observer first. Ooh, he actually takes care of that Phoenix right there. Not a hallucination. And he's going to lead with those Immortals just to make sure that he doesn't take any unnecessary damage. I mean, what can he do from here, though? He barely has... Does he have Charge? I think he has Charge. Yeah, looks like he does have Charge and an Archon, but I don't think that's going to be enough here. 3 full Immortals and so many Stalkers. He's even going to have Blink, too, and Blink finishes right now for Cyan. So he can Blink on his own right now, and those force fields are going to be useless versus him as well. Use that Phoenix to actually spot the high ground. And here we go. That engagement onto the middle of that ramp. Looks like those force fields working a little bit against Zun right now, as he is wanting to outrange the Zealots, but the Zealots still doing some work. The War Prism, though, very, very important. He doesn't lose that much. He blinks forward, takes care of 1 Archon, takes care of the 2nd Archon. And looks like this is very close to the end. The shield batteries do help, but they're not quite enough. 3 Immortals still doing so much work against these Stalkers. And that's going to be pretty much the end here. And Cyan is going to be taking game 1 versus Zun on Triton.